So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53. Go, go, go. Hey! Move. 53 for Mike.
Throwing Jones. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. After getting that turnover on the 1st drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Prescott on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
It's 3rd and 7.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
Here we go, 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Maher able to put this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board. But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Lamar Miller, 57 yards, and the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 6-6. Pull it high. Check 3. Check. Hard.
2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Corey Coleman there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Third and short yardage. Prescott under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
And the Giants first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Let's get it ready. 60 outlaw. Hey, wahoo.
Mike, 53.
61, matchbox light. Big grip, big grip.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
50, plant. Hey, high 7. 53. Get it ready.
Jones throwing on first down. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
60 Pittsburgh. 53. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Elliott running right. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, switch gears.
Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is taken at the 15. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punch from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 67 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. It's hauled in by Shepard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Giants.
8 read. 55. I got it. Hey. 55 is my guy. 55. Hey, seam 6. 55, Mike. 55. Hey, eat. Get him. Mike 55. Hey, Delta. Let him know. 5.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 53 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. Go. Get out there. 47. Go 58's the mic. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There we go. Mike's 47. You better bring it. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Blue down.
Hey, Alpha.
Jones now. A final shot before break. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 70 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Back to throw. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
To throw again on second down. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
58 for Mike.
From the 29, Prescott steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 43 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott escaping the pressure right. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Dances by him. He'll have a first down past the 40. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 44 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Jones on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Under 10.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
60
A first down carry for Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 53, Mike 53. Hey, 2. Speak up.
From the gun. Jones. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Nice hit, boy.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check, check. Lucky.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, exit. Ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's go. He's crashing.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
On the double.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, echo.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Hey, lock it.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hit it.
Jones operating from the gun. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking deep for Elliott. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 61 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones throwing on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack by Robert Quinn. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott down. Now he's flushed out left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 13. Check 13. Kill. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
80 weapons.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go.
Go.
Jones now on 3rd down. Completes it to Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 8-3.
54 Mike. I know he ain't got it. Check 3.
Leo.
Shit. Watch the shit. Hey.
Here's Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. One last shot now for Prescott. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Giants, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.